One of the most overlooked but super important parts of any music creator's workflow is their desk. So in this video, I want to share some top picks for musicians and music producers when it comes to desks that are going to help you get a better handle on your music and release more music more often. Now, typically on this channel, we talk about performing on stage with Ableton Live, but I thought this would be a really fun thing to kind of explore because a couple months ago, I sat down, I needed to find a desk that would work well for my setup. And so I did some digging around on Amazon, and I thought I would share some of the results I found and start at kind of the high end of desk for music producers, for people working in studios, all the way to some very, very affordable options that I found on Amazon. So let's get started with what I would consider probably the grandfather of all studio desks, and this is Argosy. The first time I ever saw Argosy Desk was in a studio. It was massive. It was really well built. In fact, it may have been this Eclipse desk, but it was, I believe, custom built for the console that was mounted in it. It was absolutely, absolutely incredible. Now, Argosy has tons and tons of solutions. I love that they have some great sit-stand desk that you can use, ways to kind of expand and make this very modular. They have tons and tons of solutions, and they focus on creating content, creating desk for people that are producing music, working in professional studios. So I think if you're going to consider an Argosy solution, again, you're probably someone who is working in a professional studio. You need something to get access to stuff. So it's very well made, but it's definitely on the higher end of the price point. So let's look at a couple other solutions that are maybe a little more affordable. Ultimate Support, you've seen their mic stands, you've seen them on stages all across the world. They have a Nucleus series, which I really like because it's they're taking a modular approach to this. So they have versions of this where everything's kind of together and put together in different combinations of this, or you can kind of build your own solution. So you could get the main desk, you can choose to add the second tier or not. If you have rack mountable gear that you need, you can add that in. A keyboard tray, extensions to the desk, additional racks that you can put to the left or right of you, and then monitor arms as well too. Again, I love this kind of modular approach to say, let's find something that works best for your situation as opposed to a very massive, highly professional desk like something you would get from Argosy, which again is a great solution, but doesn't necessarily fit for everyone's scenario. Next is also from Ultimate Support, is a little more affordable Nucleus-Z series. What I like too is they've kind of shrunk this down, right? So again, it's a modular approach, but it's a little smaller. So you can start with the basic desk, you can add the keyboard shelf if you want to, you can add the rack to it as well. And then they have versions where everything is combined, which is really, really great. So this is a great solution. It's a little more affordable. It's a little more compact, which is great. Now, any conversation about desk for music producers or creators, you have to consider and think about platform by output. So I think output kind of made the music desk sexy again by creating stuff that's very affordable but very stylish, right? So it's kind of got that IKEA-ish vibe to it. It's super affordable. It's made pretty sturdy, pretty well, but it's got a cool vibe to it, right? And it's customizable. So what I love about the platform stuff is, again, you can get kind of the basic desk. You can add on to that with a little sidecar. Let's see if we go down here. I think we can find, yeah, so you can get the sidecar to add the rack to it, get some monitor stands as well too. And there's different colors of this. You can choose to have a keyboard stand or not, keyboard tray or not. So again, customized based on what you're looking and trying to do. So this is a really great solution. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, it says they're all sold out, temporarily out of stock. I'm afraid that's kind of what we're going to find with a lot of these desks, just because it's the time that we are in. But I want to share some solutions that are in stock that are very affordable that you can get through Amazon, as well as talk about the specific desks that I found when I went searching a couple months ago. But before I do that, I want you to just ask you to consider subscribing. Every single day on the channel here at 10 a.m. Central, I post a brand new tutorial showing you how to perform on stage with Ableton Live. We don't always talk about desk. Just occasionally, maybe once, twice a year, we talk about desks. But most of the time, we talk about using Ableton Live on stage. So if that's you, if that's something you enjoy, then again, consider subscribing. Enable the bell icon so you see exactly when I go live. Okay, so let's run through some options really quickly on Amazon. I like that what Gator is doing with their framework series. They have two different series. We'll look at the second one in a second. They have the Gator Frameworks Elite series, which are kind of honestly remind me of the output stuff, the framework stuff from output. But there's different colors, there's different kind of levels. You can rack mount gear, which is really great. And then these are expandable. You can get a little corner section here that will connect it to a rack. So we have like the main desk solution, again, kind of modular approach, which is great. We have some different colors of that, which is nice. Then you can get the studio rack that goes next to it. And if you want to combine them, you can get this corner section. So again, what's really nice about this, and I love this next version of desks we're going to look at, is they're a lot more compact, but they're also modular. So in my scenario, I needed a small desk that's going to have a lot of space, but a small footprint. And you can get these with these desks. They're very affordable and they're expandable, which is great. So like I said, Gator Frameworks, the Elite series. Then they have this Content Creator series, which I like, that's even more affordable. So right now the price of this is $237 US dollars. And again, what's cool, there's kind of different tiers. You can see the difference in quality. This is, you know, just kind of cheap wood that's put together, the metal frame. But again, based on what you're doing, this may be all you need, right? You could rack mount your gear if you want to, which is great. It looks like you may even be able to take the rack gears off if you're not using them, which is cool. So I love what Gator is doing with their solution. Now, let me show you exactly what I got. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what you need to get, but I'll explain why I got this. So I went with the OnStage Wood Studio workstation. I went with the black color. What I like about this is it doesn't have a rack or rack gears built into it. In my specific scenario, I don't have preamps. I don't have rack gear that I need to have racked up in front of me for recording. But what I do need is a lot of space. So we have this kind of middle area here. The way I specifically do this is I leave my keyboard, my MIDI controller on my desk pushed back. And even with it pushed back, I still have tons of room to primarily hold coffee and water bottles, but to hold MIDI controllers and other things as well too. And then in addition to that, you get this keyboard tray, which is really great. There's tons of open space, so I can leave power supplies and stuff at my feet because we just have this kind of metal frame. And then what's great is this top tier that you can mount monitors to. Initially, I just had my monitor sitting on this. Now I have monitor stands attached to the back, which leaves that completely open to hold an ATEM, to hold my studio monitors. Just a lot of stuff here. Again, similar to Gator and everything else, there's different colors, and then there's additional add-ons. So they have that kind of middle piece. Let's show you that here. This little connector corner piece that you can add on, and then you can buy that rack mount solution to, again, make this modular. But what I love about this is I just needed something small. I needed something simple. And this has worked really, really well for me, which is great. Now, I've got two other solutions I want to share. I've not used these, but I found them on Amazon. They're insanely affordable. The reviews seem to be pretty good for most of these, so I'm going to share those with you. But before I do that, again, one more time, just want to ask you to consider subscribing, enabling the bell icon. It's completely free. I post a brand new tutorial every single day. Again, focused on performing on stage with Ableton Live. We don't always talk about desks, just sometimes. But I think you'll if you like Ableton Live, if you like performing on stage, I think you'll like the channel and like the content. So consider subscribing, hit the bell icon, and come back for the next ones. Okay, so two final solutions here. This is the Armocity or Armocity desk on Amazon. I can't really believe how affordable this is, $195.89. This is a studio desk with, I guess, a outlet built in. You can see back there in the right-hand corner. Seems pretty cool. The reviews on this seem to be pretty good. I believe this is the one where some people just said, you know, it's not the best built thing. Maybe it's a little shaky or whatever. But a lot of different tiers and incredibly affordable, right? Which is great. Final solution I found here, again, I have not used this, so use at your own, you know, just approach with caution potentially. This is the Glorious Sound desk. This actually looks a lot like the platform desk by Output. There's different colors available, which is, again, cool. The reviews here, there's only 3-star reviews. Most of the reviews when I read are people saying that the boxes got separated in shipping, but they reached back out to Amazon and Amazon got them to them. But again, this is pretty affordable. It's a little more stylish than like the on-stage desk that I have that's just metal and just kind of real simple wood. So depending on what you're looking for, kind of the vibe you're looking for, the price point you have, those are some options that hopefully will get you closer to something that will allow you to create more music, stay in the flow, which is really the important thing here, right? It's not to have a cool piece of hardware or a cool desk just to show off. It's to find gear and things that will help you stay in the moment and create more music. Another thing that will help you stay in the moment, create more music, is to subscribe and enable the bell icon. Again, I post a video every single day, 10 a.m. Central. Don't want you to miss out. If you like Ableton Live, if you like performing on stage, you're in the right place. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye.